Sorry, I'm trying to set things up here, guys. Turn that off. Let's see. Love this. Okay, so it crosses that one. Sorry, I'm like cross sharing or cross streaming basically across different platforms. So I'm trying different things out here. Okay, so I got YouTube going and Facebook. That's what I want to try. Okay. This is a little better. Okay, so that works. Okay. I don't know who's in here, but there's somebody in here. Could be myself. I think I can't. Oh, there are comments. Okay. Okay, I think I'm good to go. Alright, we're going to create some cards here, guys. I don't know if you can hear me. Okay, so. Hi, Doodle. How you doing over there? Okay, so we created this card yesterday. It's pretty cool. There's one art piece I showed off earlier, but we created this one last night. Came out pretty cool. We're going to work on a new one. So let's save this one. I have like 10 million different things down here. Let me take some of these pages down. Okay. Now, I think I'm good to go on everything. Trying to make sure all my streams are good to go here. It's been a while, Doodle. How you doing? I'll probably stream for like an hour here or so. I don't even know. There's one other thing I gotta do. I have no idea. Okay. 720p. Definitely gonna go live for 8 hours. Okay. So now I have stuff on my Facebook page. So I got Facebook and YouTube. I was trying different streaming platforms before, but these seem to be the two that work out best for me right now. So we shall go with it. All right, so I have to rename this too. This is Winnow. Now, you guys can hear me good, right? Music's not overpowering. Let me get some new music too. Try some new stuff here. Okay, so we gotta work on some new ones here. And I also, there's a few I gotta fix as well. Let me just try. Okay. So which one do we work on is the real question. I have to fix one in there. Oh, you know what? What am I doing? We're gonna just make a whole new one. So let's go to Mons, Bayorb, or yeah, let's work on Cooney. So I need to open go to the completed card section. And let's use a template from somebody. Let's maybe use like Dordle. Still like Dordle's template here. So what I'm gonna do is duplicate this. I'm gonna have to move it over. And then we gotta delete all the layers to Dordle here. Holy smokes, I created. Oh, don't delete that layer though. I need that layer. I gotta zoom in and delete the shadow layer. Nope. Ooh, I might not be able to do that. So we can hide this. Click here and that should. There we go. Now I gotta put this glass layer back over. Like this. Alright, now we have a blank slate to work with it. So, Cooney, take all of his layers, Control C, oops, Control S, Control C. First thing, we need to create a folder for him. This is my girlfriend's favorite one so far, and so I'm gonna work on it. I have a splash layer still, water splash. I'll just delete this. I need the edge, delete the ground layer. I think this is the edges. I don't know, I'll find out. So, let's put this right here. Let's create a new folder. Control V. Control T. Ooh. I gotta get this whole shadow in there. So that means I'm actually gonna have to, I'll just do this. I'm gonna go outside here. I'm going to take his whole entire layer. That's his eye. Eye color. Highlights. I need to label this. Alright, so probably from here. So let's take these. I need to take all of his layers, except for his shadow layer. So let's go Control T, and we're gonna move up. Forgot his line layer. I think this is probably. Dude, I really need to label this stuff. Okay, highlight layer. Don't need that. I thought I put this in a folder. Maybe I didn't. Oh, I didn't. Let's start over here. Whoopsie. I did not drag that to the folder it's supposed to go to. My bad. Because I pasted it in without putting it in the actual folder. Okay, now we need to drag this into the folder layer. Okay, now. So we need. Okay, now we need to take everything, minimize it down. I'm gonna make it this big. That way. Save this. Check my chat really quick. Yeah, this one's my girlfriend's favorite one. Doodle. It's called Cooney. This is her favorite one. Actually, I think a lot of people like this one, from what I can tell. But she really likes this one, so I was like, alright, I need to finish this one. I finished a few of them. A bunch of them I've been working on. I'm trying to get a lot of them done now. I've been working on the rule book lately too, so I'll probably show more of that off once I get further down the line of where I want it to be. But it's getting pretty close. I hope this is right. This should have the line layer. There we go. Okay, now it should be right. So I'm gonna try to center him. Probably right about here. I think I kind of want it. Well, ooh, that's too much. Maybe I will make him a little more. I had him off balanced, but that's fine. I'm gonna take his head down a little more from the top point of that. Maybe sit him kind of right there. Maybe just a hair bit smaller. Okay, now I need to move the shadow. I also have to make this minimal. Minimize it down. His feet need to line up more. And his hair. I mean, if it, I guess it'd be okay if it cuts off. It doesn't have to be entirely lined up, but that looks pretty cool. Okay. So, I'm gonna move this layer right here, up here, because I don't need it. Looks like a dog, looks like your dog, huh? I don't know what I was thinking when I made it. I was thinking like a cow unicorn, and then I made it cow unicorn when I made it. It was very strange, but I made it. Came out pretty cool. So sometimes I just draw and then stuff comes up, or sometimes I'll use references, but in this case I just drew and then came up with an idea as I went along with it. So now we're gonna take them. I have to delete this like outside layer around him, if you see that. So I gotta do this, go here, we're gonna go around the outer edge of this. Oh, I have to click inside the layer. Now I'm gonna hit delete. Oh really? Oh, I gotta rasterize it first. I should be able to delete that. Alright, so now we also have to click on his shadow and delete the outside of that. We go Control D, and now we have that. Now I'm gonna put a white layer so I can at least see it. Alright, so now we have this. Kuni doesn't have a form summon yet, so we're just kind of get rid of the form summon part. So this part we're just gonna get rid of because Kuni doesn't have a form summon yet. Maybe later on down the road I'll give him a form summon, but I haven't quite decided on that yet. So now we need to move all of this up. So let's start with these. Alright, so we go here, and then we need to check if these have to line up to the point where they're not. If I line them up, so these are too high because this has to be center, so I actually have to bring these down a little bit. I probably should have used a different template of something. That's fine. We'll try right about here. I'm gonna try right there. And he's not a water type, so we gotta change. Is there going to be something like tins with Monquest cards in them? I do have packs actually that I've been making. They're like prototypes, but right now I'm just gonna make them at home until I build a community around the game and everything else. But there will be tins that I will probably figure out how to make myself, but there are like blister packs I'm making at home, and there's a promo card. Let me show you really quick, Doodle, what there is so far. So I created this promo card. There are packs. If you go to my website, you can see all the cards in there. There is a booster pack you can buy, and then there's some blister packs that I'm gonna create right now. Like I said, everything's gonna be at home, but I do the way I'm making these, I am making sure that they are set to some kind of quality. So the paper I'm using is very thick, and also kind of, it's actually really expensive. It's a very thick paper and comes to the closest thing I can get to the feel of like holding a Magic the Gathering card or Pokemon card. What's up, Robbie? But that's it. I have something that's as close as I can get. I UV coat the cards, and then I have ones that are holographics, not holographics, stuff like that. But there is a promo card, since you haven't been here, Doodle, to see quite everything. Well, this is the artwork for it, at least. And this is the Voltairy bird I first did. It was like one of the first ones I drew, but then I made like an alternate art of the card itself. There's a card, it's a holographic. It's got like a shattered glass holographic that I had people vote on. But my goal right now, until things move along a little better, is just to do it at home for now. And just kind of make everything and make the game and make changes that players want and just build a community around it right now. That's my main focus. And once something builds bigger out of it, then I'll take the time to go further out and get like more distribution for something bigger. So let's go back here. This is Cooney. Oh, everything's gray. This might be the background that's actually doing it for him. It's a little different. Something's not right here. Oh, that says Ultimate Unlimited form. Okay, I see. Something is incorrect here, though. There we go. That's what's going on. So these layers I do not need. Something else is happening here. Let's delete these. Delete this. Delete this. It's probably this right here. Yeah. These are still a little too dark, though. So there's definitely a color layer here that is too dark. Color layer. Oh. Look at this bad boy right here. Man, he's really bright right there. Holy crap. I'll tone him down. I think that's, yeah, because now I got my white back. Okay, so now all I have to do is tone his colors down in itself, because that is really bright, but I think he is that bright. Yeah, he's pretty bright. So what I gotta do now, I gotta put more on there, but for now let's add an adjustment layer to kind of balance out the brightness of it. Let's bring the brightness down, maybe bring the contrast up. It's probably too much down on the brightness. Then maybe make him a little more vibrant too. That looks better. Still kind of keeps its brightness, but also keeps it a little bright still. Yeah, thanks, Doodle. Yeah, that'll be one of the promo cards. It could be this white background too. No, okay, so we got him there. So let's change this as well. This is Cooney. Oops. And now I have to, I think I made him a normal type. Which will be easy because I can just steal that from Chibura. Luckily, I made a ton of cards before this. He's going to be Mon number 14 in the list now. So that's what this stands for. If you guys are wondering, that's Mon 14. He's not going to have a form roll, but maybe maybe he can apply a kind of status damage. I'm not sure. I still have to kind of decide what is, if he's going to have abilities and whatnot. I don't know if I want to make him rare or common. I did change these too. I'll talk about this in a different video. But this is the rarities. They're changed around. They're now a circle instead of a letter, because the letters were actually extremely hard to see, I noticed. So I changed that because I felt like it was better to have a change on that so it was more visible and readable to anyone, you know. So now we're gonna change. We need some stats for him, and I have to change this, so I'm gonna use this one I have that I've already created. Completed cards, because Kuni is a normal mon. So Chibura, we're going to use Chibura and some of his same attributes, and this will be easy to copy and paste these over. So we got to hide this, we need that one, we need to label this. Just got to label as I go. Let's call it normal for normal attribute. So Control C. Then we're going to come here. We don't need this attribute, so we can delete it, but we do need to paste this under. I don't have to change the size, luckily. Control T. Center it. I have to zoom in just a hair to keep its pixel ratio. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's pretty close. Almost, yeah, that's pretty close. Yeah, that's better. Oh, maybe not. Ah, that one's tough. Might have to make the... That has to be right. Actually, that looks okay. Kind of. I feel like it's still just slightly off. Could be because of the glass orb too. Let me do this actually. Let me take the glass orb. Let me delete that one out. Oh, Chibura doesn't have one. Oh yeah, he does. It's right there. Ha! Joke's on me. I think his is kind of off too. Well, it looks fine actually. Maybe I'm just dreaming here. Just seeing things, guys. I could just make the glass orb a tad bit bigger. You never want to make anything bigger though, is the problem. You can always make something smaller, but trying to make something bigger becomes a problem because it can ruin the pixels when you're drawing, because a lot of time in Photoshop you have a lot of pixels. So is the level going to be 38 or something different? It's going to be something different. So I took this template from Dordle. I'm just using the card that I've already built as a reference point so I can design him into the card. So he's not going to be 38. And this is a rarity. I don't know if I'm going to make him rare or just common. So if he's common, he's going to look like this. And that's actually really hard to see. I might have to do a white outline around this so it's legible enough. I think I did it on him actually, or I did a black outline. This is actually, let's do this. I don't know what that one is. So let's bring the rare. I could make him rare. I could do that, but we'll see what we got here. So let's hide that. Okay, so this means he's common. That white with a black outline means he's a common mon, and that's what he was supposed to be in the first place, was a common one. Now the way I do this too is based on their classes. So like he's not a tank, and he is, I don't even know what to call him, a cow, a cow corn. I'm just gonna put cow. So cow, we'll put cow there. Center this off. See, I have to think of what his class is going to be. It says tank, but he's not going to be a tank. He doesn't have a form role. And so I need to go in here actually and take some of these right here, because these are going to be his weaknesses essentially. So I need to copy all of these. I think this is all of them. because these aren't his weaknesses. Anyhow, I'm missing one. Alright, so these are his weaknesses. So I'm gonna have to hide this black layer just for a minute. So I can click on this. Okay. So I know that I need to delete this, delete that, delete this, delete that, delete that, delete that. Now I gotta get the layer behind this layer. So it's probably one of these. Because I bet you, oh, it is these. Okay, so delete this, and delete that. Now I have the ice layer. So that's probably above this layer. Guessing. Nope, that's the dark layer. This might be somewhere else. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna hide this layer. I'm gonna hide the ellipse. And we're just gonna click here. Delete, delete, and delete. Now click back on this layer because we know it's right above it. Now we're gonna take this. Okay, so it's not that. So this was probably that. Okay, so now we're going to take this. We're going to put this in a folder and go weakness. Now we need to add, I think he had 3. Okay, so we're going to add 3 here. Oh, wait. Easy fix. Boom. Easy. So we've got that. Let's move this over. That can't be 4 pixels. There's absolutely no way. 3, 4. The way I did this last time was, how did I do this? Easy. 1. Alright, there we go. Hi, Balla. How you doing, Balla? The girlfriend's in the chat. Okay, so we have this. So these are his weaknesses. He'll be a common. This is like what their ability would do, but his ability doesn't do 50. That was for Dordle. So I need to decide if... Now, I can make him rare. It would be different for me to make him rare, especially if I did, because most of the time the rare monsters are just a little higher, but I think it could change the format of the game if I made him rare instead of common. And maybe I could make him level 30. It depends. What do you guys think? Should I make him rare with a little bit higher of a level, maybe? Or should I keep him at a lower level, keep him common, and then maybe come up with a form summon he can basically evolve into later? Because if I make him common, you can just basically make him a low level. You can automatically just put him on the field, essentially. That's what would happen there. Let me know what you guys think. I'm thinking maybe common, so he stays as a common monster and he's not too high level, and then I can do a form summon. Maybe rare. So the idea is I could make him rare, and he wouldn't have a form summon, but I could maybe make him level 30 and make him rare, which would be different. And I think that would also shy away from a thing we see a lot in trading card games where, you know, if they're higher level, they're extremely hard to get and rare. You do see that a lot in stuff like Yu-Gi-Oh! I think maybe, and this is why I was thinking rare in the first place, so it's a good thing you said that, Dordle. or Doodle, sorry, I'm getting confused with Monami, Doodle. And the reason, like I said, I say that is because if I do make him rare, then it shies away from that mentality of all the high monsters are rare, ultimate, unlimited. And you'll see something I do later where I'm going to make him an ultimate unlimited. And that's one of the last things I do. It just changes his color, and then I use this holographic filter to figure out the contrast and how I need to do things. So I think I'm going to shoot for rare here. Let's go ahead and try to shoot for rare. We'll make it different by making him level 30. And if we make him level 30, that's the base, like the max level that you can summon without having to do level summoning. Form summoning can be anything. Equipment summon can too. But for as far as level goes, this is as high as I can go without having to level summon. So there's level summoning, form summoning, and then equipment summoning. I haven't decided if there's item summoning yet, but I'm going to stick with the 3 I got now. And when I put the rules out, then it'll work out really good. So, I have notes on my iPad here. So, if I'm going to make him level 30, I will give him an ability. And it basically, he'll have a 4 to 6 attribute pool of normal attributes, and it'll only take one attribute from his pool. So if you guys don't understand what I mean, this is his pool. Unlike other trading card games, there is a separate thing. You don't put the attribute cards in your deck. They stay on the outside of the deck, and there's a pool of 6 cards to whatever side you have. There are 6 slots, and you can put 15 cards. That's what I have so far. You can put 15 attribute cards in those slots, and that's how you use their abilities. So if Cooney is a Watermon, which he's not, he's a normal, then he would have an attribute pool of 4 of these water ones, for instance, and then his ability would take 1 from this pool every time, and you can wear this out. So you could take 1 from this pool each time you have to use 1 attribute card from his pool to use the ability. So it's like a mana pool in an RPG, basically, like an RPG game. It's like it acts as a mana pool. You can see that Chibura doesn't have a pool, but I think I have is Lygon. Maybe Lygon might be you're gonna see Lygon has 2, and here's his pool. That's his attribute pool, and it takes 2. So to use any of these abilities, it takes 2 from his attribute pool every time to use it. And this can get wore down, and you can not have an attribute pool anymore on that mon, and you won't be able to use abilities, which I think that makes players be more strategic. So now I have to think of what kind of thing I'm going to do as far as an ability for Cooney here. So this is Lygon, and I'm taking this normal piece because not his name won't be Dordle. I just used it as a reference point. But he is going to be a normal type mon. Like I said, this is different than in other trading card games. These each have their own attribute pools, and also mons have their own like turns, and things can affect their turns. So I could literally do a lot of things here. What I've been doing lately is, because I've been using a lot of references of real animals, or looking at fantasy RPG games, I've been using like getting ideas from those fantasy RPGs of moves. Is the Lygon the best damage card? Okay, so let me show you Lygon again. So Lygon has high attack, as you can see, 750 attack. He has high, like some decent HP, but his defense is really low because he's a berserker. So he's like a class that just attacks all out, basically. He can do high damage. Like here's a move called Light Beam, does 225 damage. And then there will be ones that say, so this is HP damage. All right. I took notes from a lot of different cards, especially like Pokemon. Pokemon is a really good example of a well-built structure to a card because it makes things simple for the player. And that was my idea, was to make things simple for players. So status rule, and this is for this right here. This means it can cause blind damage. That's why the I with the slash. And a player who has a blind Mon can unblind the Mon if they flip a coin. But it tells you here, heads is a success, so the Mon isn't blind anymore, or fail. But Lygon has an ability like that, and then he has Light Beam, which does 225 damage. So he is high on damage, but the problem is you could literally take a weak Mon and battle Lygon. And let me tell you what I mean by that. For instance, let's say we have Lygon, right? And if somebody comes out with this one called Volteri, Volteri is only like level 7 or 8. But this is the cool thing about Monquest right now. You could take weak Mons and battle these strong, powerful Mons like this and absolutely obliterate them with combinations, because you could use abilities like, it's called Bolts. It'll paralyze him so he can't attack, change position, or use abilities. The player has to use item cards or abilities from other Mons that take that status effect away. So what I tried to do is balance it so that there are different ways that players have to handle these. It wouldn't matter if they're strong monsters or weak monsters. They all have a very crucial role in how you battle. And Lygon, like I said, he's a powerful Mon when it comes to damage. That's what you're asking. He does have a lot of damage, but his weakness is his low defense. So a player could play an item card that turns him to defensive mode, and then a player could use his Mon to attack, and then this would subtract basically from the damage that you do. If you had a Mon with a higher attack than his defense, for instance, then it would take from his HP. So there are a lot of strategies for players to be strategic. You have to be very strategic about how you use attribute pools, because you can lose your abilities. And when those attribute pools run out right here, this can run out, and then you have no ability. Let me give you another example here, so this makes more sense, so people can understand what I mean by the attribute pool. Each Mon has its own attribute pool. So here's a trainer guide. This attribute chart shows me every weakness. I created that. There's status counters, so you know like what status your Mon has. And the thing I'm looking for here is, I think it's under here, mats. So I want to show you this because I shared this in a community post on YouTube and then on Instagram and stuff. Well, I can't do it. Oh, no, I can do it. Okay, so check this out. This is how the field is set up. Right here. This is exactly how the field is set up, how the cards are put onto the field. Now, if you guys have questions, I'll explain this. And we'll keep creating Cooney too, but I think it'd be good to explain this a little more. So this is your attribute, where you put your attribute cards. You have 6 slots. Like I said, those attribute cards, which you can see Lygon has them. He has the light symbol. These are his weaknesses. Now, I thought of when I made this more like a turn-based RPG, and I have tested it out a little bit. It does actually run by pretty fast when it comes to overall battle mechanics and stuff. You get 15 attribute cards of any card you want in these slots, but they can't be mixed and matched. They all have to be the same attribute in the 6 slots. So you can put grass here, water here, fire, light, normal, and then dark. But they all have to be the same attribute of 15 in these slots, okay? Now, so then let's say you play Lygon down, right? Say you play Lygon right here in the Mon slot. Let's say you have light cards here. You would take 10 of those light cards from this spot, put them underneath Lygon, because then those cards now become his attribute pool. Then let's say you start using Illuminate and Light Beam. Let's say you use, so take 2 away from this because this is an attribute pool. So you'd pull 10 cards from this slot and put them underneath. And then once you start using his abilities, it starts subtracting from the attribute pool until you have none, essentially. And then you have to restore this pool using item cards and abilities. And those cards, once you start using these, they're not discarded in the discard pile. They go back in your light pile because they're reusable on other mons. You can even use those cards to upgrade armor, weapon, and accessory cards as well. So if that's starting to make a little more sense about how the battle mechanics and things work, that's essentially how a lot of things are going to work within the game itself. So that's how that battlefield works. But like I said, Ligon's not about, he's a heavy damage mon, but he can't necessarily, having the strongest mon on the field doesn't necessarily save you from being like the strongest, essentially. I don't know if I'm still streaming. Oh. Let me close this out. Am I still streaming here? I don't know. My internet kind of, well, Google Chrome crashed kind of. So I don't know if it's still streaming through Facebook or what. Okay, so I'm still streaming here. Okay. Alright, so now, hopefully the battle mechanics make a little more sense now. I can't see if YouTube's still streaming it. It says I'm still on there. But that's a little more explanation about okay, I don't know what YouTube's doing. Anyhow, I can still see the chat for YouTube on the side here, so we're good. But I just wanted to explain that. That was probably a lot of explanation, but it helps me give you a better idea of how things work within the game itself. Now, let's continue building the card too, but that's just an idea. Just know, because you have a stronger monster on the field, like Ligon, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to destroy your opponent. You could. It could be. But there are combos that I realized as I was just base playing the game that could destroy players that had stronger monsters who get cocky. So, let's think about what we're going to make Cooney now. I mean, cows are pretty tough. They're pretty big animals. So, that it's also different than other trading card games because of the mechanics in their self. Cooney, we need to make... Okay, so here's how many classes I have. This is why I like having you guys in here, because then you get to help me design these of what you think would be cool stats, cool things, and I can tell you what I have. So as far as classes go, I have Warrior, which is very balanced. Archer has low defense, balanced HP, but higher attack. I have a Mage, high HP, low defense, high attack. Then I have a Tank, high HP, high defense, but low attack. I have a Fighter, which I think Cooney would be a cool fighter. High attack, high defense, but low HP. And then I have a Berserker, which is high attack, high HP, but low defense. So I have to decide out of those. So you guys can help me decide what class I should be. So a tank, like I said, has high defense, high HP, but low attack. I don't know if I want to make him like that. Oh yeah, I need to finish his attribute pool. Hold on, let me finish his attribute pool. Too bad this way I can't put a poll in here. Can I put a poll in here? I can do a poll. Okay, let's... Oh, I can only ask a question. Add an option. Oh, hello. Okay, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to put a poll in here on my YouTube. I'm going to put each class that I can. Fighter. Mage. I can only do 4, so I'll do 4 of them in there for right now, and then we'll do... So we got warrior in there, fighter, mage. You know, I'll put the ones I think he should be, and then you guys can help me decide. So I think either warrior, fighter, or... I think I'm gonna go with these 3, actually. I'm gonna do these 3, and then you guys can put vote on what one you think he should be, and then I'll tell you. So let me ask you guys. So there's a poll in there on YouTube. Now, warrior is very balanced, so I could make Cooney very balanced in stats. So that means these would all be pretty evened out. Or he could be a fighter. So we got 100% for fighter. Fighter has high attack, high defense, but lower HP. And then we also have Berserker in there, which has high attack, high HP, and defense. So we have voted for fighter so far. I'm gonna give these a few. Fighter because he's a cow. Okay. Okay, I like that. So we can go with fighter. I have Facebook here too. I can create a poll on Facebook. Make a poll. Class choice. So far we got fighter. Fighter's the top option. Fighter, warrior, and Berserker. I think that posted it in there. I'm not too sure. Oh, activate poll. I don't know if anybody will do it on Facebook. There's a few people over there. So fighter right now is the top pick on YouTube. So let's see if anybody picks anything on Facebook really quick. Give it a little bit of time. I think we're gonna go fighter here. All right, so fighter will go. Oh, you're good. I'm using both sides because I do have quite a bit of audience on Facebook, but YouTube is probably where I've seen the most growth so far for this. So fighter it is. So Cooney will be a fighter. This is why I have. It's kind of cool to make polls because you guys get a chance to help me design these. Fighter stat. So he's a fighter, and I have a cow. He's like a unicorn cow, but I just put cow. So we got a fighter, cow. All right. Now, I said a fighter has. Oh, that was my die. Fighters have high attack, high defense, but low HP. So, let me finish this really quick. So he's gonna have an attribute pool of 4. We'll go with 4, 3, and 4. So he's got a 4 attribute pool. He's a fighter, cow, mon number 14 in the game. So that means I've created 14 mons so far. He's number 14 of that. He doesn't have a form roll, not that we know of yet, because I haven't decided that. Okay, so high HP, high attack, and is it high HP? Oh, sorry, high attack, high defense, low HP. So I also have stats based on like their can't get it in my head. Base, like their base stats. So if he's from level 1 to 30, he has stats anywhere from 0 to 30. So I'm gonna max his attack out at 30, and we're gonna max his defense out at 30. So we'll balance those two off. We'll go 30, 30. And now his HP, I typically like to take a calculator and see what I like the best. So he's got 30, 30. And let's say, I probably give him, actually, you know what? We'll just drop it to maybe 20, 25. Maybe 25. Because I feel like 20 he would die a little too fast. Some of them do have some pretty low. We'll go 25. We'll give him 30 defense, 30 attack, and 25 HP. Now his battle points, I take from the HP. So let's say, let's take like 40% of that. So that's 10. So when they die, or get knocked out, however you want to see it. They have these things called battle points. Each player has 1,000 battle points, and when a mon is knocked out or dies, the player loses that amount of battle points when the mon's knocked out. So a player will lose 10 battle points. So here's what we got so far. Cooney, level 30. Player loses 10 battle points. Normal attribute. HP is 25. Attack is 30. Defense is 30. He is a fighter cow. I need to move this pool up because this pool is actually in the wrong spot. I actually need to make, I don't know what that one is. Okay, so I need to move. Ooh, shouldn't have pasted these quite in yet. I think it ends. I should have. Nope, that's. Man, gotta put myself in a bind doing that. Yikes. Okay, let's just do this. Let's go pool. So we know this is one part of the pool. I really need to lay more stuff. I think this is another part of the pool. So we'll drop that in there. This is another pool. Another pool. So let's drop that in there. I don't think this one is. Nope. So I gotta figure out where I put this one. Right here. Oh, I must have dropped it in the folder. Let's see. I did. Okay. So now here's what we need to do. We need to take this pool and we need to move all of these up. To said section, the pool section. So I could probably move these. That's pretty good, actually. That's a good spot. We'll do that. Okay. Now, let's go with that. What do you guys think so far? Pretty cool. Now we have to get his ability. This is where I try to find, like, I mean, I don't necessarily have to give him an ability, but I think he would be awesome to have an ability. I guess since he's a fighter, I need like some kind of fighting move, you know? Maybe like a rear kick or something. He has wings too, so it could be like flying rear kick or something, you know? So I'm going to give him one ability because he's only level 30. And usually they're not very strong. And this ability can will make it apply some kind of damage. There it goes. Okay, so now we're lined up. You know, I'm gonna move this absolutely dead in the center, or as close to. That's probably pretty good. I think Kuni so far is probably one of the coolest looking mons in the game. He didn't really take me that long to draw either, which is kind of cool. So, now the real question is, what kind of ability do I need to give him? Why did Discord open up? I don't want Discord. Oh, I can't even read my chat anymore. Nice. I have no clue what's going on. I don't know why it's doing this. I can't even see my chat. Nice. Love it. Great. Love technology crashing. Okay, I'm back. I'm still alive, so we're good. Alright. I just can't see my chat in Streamlabs. So I just have to open up the YouTube menu. Okay. So now, like I said, we have to think about what kind of ability we're going to give him. So the way I do this is I kind of research like characteristics of animals. He's a cow. So I don't know what the characteristics of a cow. Cow characteristics. Speed. They can run up to 25 miles an hour. Interesting. But Kuni's not really going to run because he has wings. They can live from 12 to 20 years. They weigh a lot. Predators. Okay. Okay, I already know about that. These aren't really giving me like any characteristics that are like something a cow does. Cows are unable to go downstairs. They're not capable of bending their... cows don't fall over. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. Vision and hearing. Cattle are... So they don't have very good vision. It's the brain size of a cow. So, yeah, you gotta go through and like, I try to find characteristics of animals that might be. A cow probably isn't. A cow is probably not gonna have much unique things. Cows have an acute sense of smell. Okay, they can smell something up to 6 miles away. Holy. What about unicorns? I know they're mythological animals, but he's mixed with a unicorn. Let's see what a unicorn's abilities are. I can't believe a cow can smell something 6 miles away, bro. Wow. Alright. Superpowers and strength. So they have powers to make wish come true. Unicorns' Special ability detect good and evil. Special ability of a unicorn horn. Unicorns were blessed with magical horn that is also sharp and strong. It has even been stated to be indestructible. A unicorn's horn is known as an alcorn and has the power to cure diseases like measles. There you go. We can take a unicorn's ability. We can give him the ability to heal status effects. Because it can cure diseases, we'll give Kuni the ability to heal status effects, maybe? But he's a fighter, so I don't know if I want to do that. Because I could give him 2 abilities, actually. Let's see what else the horn can do. The horn can cleanse water toxins and poisons, making it safer. You know, I could make him a fighter, actually, I think about this. Because in some RPGs, there are priests that fight with their hands, but they have healing abilities. So actually, that could work. So I think that I should give him a healing ability to cure status effects. So I might just call it Alcorn. That's what the horn's called, is Alcorn, but it cures status effects. It also has the ability to cleanse water and toxic poison, making it safe for human consumption. The horn powder is said to heal deadly and mortal wounds on humans and animals. So he could either cure status effects or heal his allies. Due to the fact that allowing a unicorn to touch them would immediately cure them from their death sentence. So I have 3 things I could do here. He could bring a Mon back from the grave and then put him, like from the discard pile, and then put him back on your side of the battlefield. He could cure status effects, or he could just heal Mon straight up. There's another poll. Let's take a poll. What should Kuni be able to do? Heal allies? Cure status effects? I guess. No, I did not. Okay. Or revive. We're gonna go with that. All right. I put the poll up. What do you guys think? Should he be able to heal his allies? Okay, heal allies. Cure status effects. Or should he be able to revive? Okay. Because this is where I'm now taking the horn of a unicorn and then creating what his effects are. So far I have revive. Any other votes? Can cure status effects or heal allies. If you guys are new here also, if you could do me a huge favor and you want to keep up with all the things I'm doing for Monquest, it is a trading card game that I build from home at the moment right now, but I love to have community feedback and everything else. Make sure you smash that subscribe button. So I'm on my way to 500, as you can tell, but I would really love to have any card enthusiast in here that enjoys trading card games. So far I have revive. I also have to think about how this would work for revive. Heal allies. Okay, I'm 50-50 in the stretch here. So remember, there's 3 things a unicorn horn can do. They can cure status effects, heal, or revive. Now I looked this up as we were doing it. I got 2 votes so far. Or, I mean, if I end up with 2 votes here, I'm gonna just do both of them. I'll do both. It'll be the first time a Mon with a level 30 is able to do both abilities, basically. Anybody else? I got 3 of you watching. Anybody else got any votes? Alright, I'm taking revive and heal allies. We're going with revive and heal allies. Those are 50-50. So, Kuni will have 2 abilities instead of 1. So let's get this lined up. I'm going to rename this. It's not going to be Aqua Blast. I'm going to keep this here because this will be how much it can heal. And then we're going to copy this. We're going to paste it right underneath. What was that about? Oh. That was Siri. Okay. Let's copy this. Thank you guys for your votes. Thanks to you guys, the community. We're doing 2 abilities. He's only got 4. And I feel like that would be good because then this also challenges players to maintain their attribute pool. You got to maintain this because you can run out and then you won't be able to use the abilities anymore. But this is kind of cool because Kuni then has a decent attack and decent defense to get into battles. So now this gives me a chance to put a rule in right here because there is a rule for healing or damage. I'm going to call it the action rule because it happens during the action phase. So this is going to actually be called the action rule. And there's something very special that happens during the action rule. During the action rule, if a player uses anything to heal mons, damage, or damage a player's, so basically damage a mon's HP or a player's battle points, then it specifically ends that mon's turn. And I did that for a reason because I see you, Doodle. Thank you for dropping by. I really appreciate it every time. I'll catch you later. So we are going to do, like I was saying, an action roll. And the action roll is that if players heal or damage or do any kind of damage or healing effect essentially or action, any like damage or healing action will end the mon's turn. This also makes it challenging and more strategic for players because then they have to think about, do they want to waste the ability to heal and then waste that mon's turn? There are a lot of actions. So we're going to do this. His action roll healing or damage will, I got to think about how to word this because I haven't put this on a mon yet. Healing or damage will end. I have to fit this in here too. Will end, or maybe can healing or damage. I'll do this. Ends a mon's. Oh, I can't fit that in there. Turn. Let me think about how to shorten this down. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, I have to think about how to be precise with this one. because it has to fit inside the box. So healing or damage ends a mon's turn. It fits. Well, I could do this too. I've been doing this. Oh, it's already at 6 points. Oh, maybe not. Oh, that one's tough. Maybe instead of putting healing or damage, I do slash. Forgot how you do it the opposite direction. Da, da, da. Whoops. Nope. Maybe that. Healing slash damage ends a mon's turn. Ooh. I do not like that split right there. That's how it should be done. Gotta move this over. I think I might try that here too. Hopefully it does fit. Oh, it fits. So we could do healing slash damage ends a mon's turn. And then I gotta make sure I do this because it is a mon's turn, so it's gotta be apostrophe S. Alright, so that's what we have so far. We got Cooney. And now so now I still can't see my chat on the side here. It's fantastic. Just what I wanted. I don't know what's happening here. Nice. Can't get YouTube to load. Love it. That's the only way. You know what? I'm just going to use my phone. That's what we're going to go with. I'm just going to use my phone for the chat. It's going to be easier this way. Because I can't see it and the browser will not let me open it up. Click here. Perfect. Okay, I got the chat there. Alright guys, so we now have him built. Oh, not Aqua Blast. We don't have him built. Ooh, I lied. Oh wait, this can fit. This can fit. Oh, it just... Okay, that works right there. Action roll, healing slash damage ends a mon's turn. So that's what we're going to do. Now we need to give him a healing ability. Now we have to think of what we're going to do for the healing ability itself. So, RPG healing names. So I go look at RPG games because that's essentially what my game is based off of. Healing skills. "19 best healing spells in Dungeons and Dragons." Let's see what we got. Power World Heal. Vampiric Torch. Aura Vitality. Regeneration. That's pretty typical. Healing Spirit. Oh wait, well, I forgot what the... I got an idea. Of a unicorn. Horn. I forgot what the horn's called. It's called like a corn or something like that. Alcorn. We're gonna call it Healing Alcorn. That's what we're gonna call it. how much does it heal? Definitely not 50. He's weaker, so we're either gonna go 10 to 20. Let's put another poll. If I can open YouTube, I forgot it's not letting me open YouTube. I don't know why it's not. It's just being ridiculous. Alright, I know how I can open it. I will just close the browser out and reopen it. I literally cannot see my chat on OBS. I have no idea why. That's why I have it open on my phone. So go back to YouTube. Gotta open back up the music. Alright, so let me do a poll again here. Thank you guys for participating in these polls. By the way, I really do appreciate it. And browse. And moods, themes. Let's go to save. Let's just use the two we were using. Let's go back to the song. Okay, so I'm going to create another poll. I need to know what you guys think. We're going to do 10, 20, or I'm going to go 25 at the highest. How much should it heal? That's my question. How much do you guys think it should heal? What do you think it should heal? 10, 20, or 25? I'll put the poll up. 20. Okay, so I got 100% for 20 right now. Anybody else? Got any votes? So we got 20. I'm going to start with 20 right now. I think I will go for like a form summon later. I'm just not sure what I'm going to make it. I know Volteri has a phoenix-like electric bird. So it's like an electric phoenix. So 20. So we're going to go with 20 right now. Anybody else? I'm going to take 20. Going once. Going twice. 20 it is. Thank you for voting there. So we're taking 20. Now, we're going 20. Now, we also said he can raise Mons back from the discard pile to be put back on the field. Now, you get 2 Mons on the field. So if he's on the field, you can only obviously bring 1 Mon back to stand next to him. So, now we got to come up with a name for this. Let's try some synonyms. Synonyms for resurrection. Raising from the dead, restoration of life. That's kind of cool. That'd actually be a cool name. Revival. Okay, revival's pretty good. Restoration, regeneration. Regenerate. Renew. Okay, I like renewal, revival. Awakening. Rebirth, comeback. Okay, I'm gonna do another poll because I want you guys to be part of this. So let's do another poll, guys. We're gonna do revival. Now, I do want to translate these later to other languages because I think it would be awesome to have them translated to other languages. So we're going to go with revival, renewal, and let's go with rebirth. I like that. What the heck's this one? This could be a good one too because it says actually, I'm gonna go with this one. It says a unicorn's horn can basically heal somebody who's on like the verge of death too. But we're gonna make it where it can actually. So I got 3 of them in there. Which one do you guys like? There's just revival, renewal. a resuscitation. I guess that one doesn't really work now that I think about it. Because he's not... Well, it does for the unicorn. In sense of the unicorn, it does work. But I like renewal and revival, but I'm going to let you guys pick. So we need a name for the ability to bring one back to life. So renewal, revival, or resuscitation. I guess that'd still work, actually. I'm going to let you guys pick. What does everyone think it should be? Seriously? What the heck? Again, you're freezing. Love it. Fantastic. I can't see what it says because I don't know why Chrome keeps doing this. It's great. I don't know if anybody voted, but I'm going to open this up so I can actually see what's going on here. It's being so dumb. I'm just going to close that one out. Okay, so renewal. Okay, thank you for the vote there. Alright, so we're going to use renewal. Renewal it is, guys. So, Cooney's going to have a second ability called renewal. There it is. Let's save this. Alright, so let's go over everything so far that we have built Cooney together. And this is awesome. I'm glad you guys are here participating in helping me build Cooney. So we got Cooney, obviously his name. Level 30, player loses 10 battle points. Normal attribute, has 25 HP with a 30 attack, 30 defense. Action roll is healing / I'm going to change this. Is it capital? Ooh, it knocks it off though. Actually, you know what? We'll just keep that a lowercase. So, action roll, because each mon has an action, remember. So, his action is that if he heals or does any kind of damage, this is just to let players know. It gives them a very good idea of what to expect when they do an action like this. So, that's his action roll. This is just letting him know the rule. He's a fighter / cow. Mon number 14. He's the 14th Mon card I've made. I have about 200 of them I gotta make. His attribute pool, which is 4 normal attribute cards. Ability. These are his abilities. Healing Alcorn. This is the name of the horn on a unicorn. It's called an Alcorn. It does 20 healing and then renewal. And renewal revives. He is a rare Mon with a weakness to rock, dark, and water. And then I have a whole chart that does it. Now, the very last thing we do when we create these is this here. I'm glad you guys have been participating in the poll. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button because I will do a lot of live videos like this because I do want you guys to help me create these cards. As far as terms of these, and then I'll get on and I'll draw some monsters out on here too. I'll do a lot of different things. I have a lot of Mon reveals, like I'll reveal this tomorrow as a YouTube short. So if you're interested in that stuff, make sure you subscribe. I do giveaways as well for the cards. I make packs and do free giveaways of the packs. You guys will get autographed cards, artwork with it as well, and you'll get a few other free things. So now the last thing to do each Mon has what I call a ultimate unlimited form. And to see this, he's going to have this here, but this is going to turn white. So it just tells the player that it is an ultimate unlimited. That's the rarity. It's the highest rarity in the game, and any Mon can be an ultimate unlimited. Think of it like you're playing Pokemon and you find that extremely rare shiny Pokemon. That's exactly what Kuni is here. With the ultimate unlimiteds, it'll be an extremely rare thing like a shiny Pokemon. So he's rare by itself, but to make it more interesting, I'll do events where players have the chance to get these Mons in a pack, and they'll be like monthly events. So now there's a hollow layer that's going to go over. It's going to look something like this. And the one thing I can tell you is I will have to increase the contrast, so some of this shows a little through, but it does show pretty good right here. This shows pretty good actually. So, but the first thing is, I think that's his ultimate unlimited I gave him beforehand. But here we go. Let's take this same layer, put it above everything, except for that layer. Maybe not above that. We'll put it right underneath this. So we got this. This is where you guys might have to actually comment. So I had this. I don't know what I did here. It will change it anyways. It doesn't matter. So I am going to just do this. We're going to change everything in one go around. So we do this. Let's start here. This is what an ultimate unlimited is going to look like. You're going to notice that all the icons change here. There'll be a few that won't change. Even the action rules change. The color of the action rules change. This I gotta get. So we're gonna go to Ligon here. I don't think I did an ultimate unlimited for him yet. Did I do? I don't think I did. I didn't do an ultimate unlimited yet. So let's go to somebody I have done an ultimate unlimited for. Let me go back to Ligon. Oh no. No! Uh-oh. Photoshop's jacking up, as you guys can see. Oh no. Not a good sign. Why is it doing that? Can I... Please tell me I can fix this. Oh no. Not a good sign. Oh. Photoshop crashed. Cool. Anyhow, we're going to open it back up. Maybe. Fantastic. Fan-frickin-tastic. I might have to come back and finish him. Oof. Come on. Sorry guys, Photoshop crashed here. It should open back up. It's open here for me, but let's see if it opens back up on the stream for you guys. That was not cool, Photoshop. Not cool at all. Alright, so I gotta go back here. I gotta go to Watermons, I think, because I saved them under here with Dordle. Alright, luckily, Kuni is saved because he's in the cloud storage. So let's make sure this does pop back up for you guys. Looks like it's going. I'm watching the feed here. If anybody's on Facebook right now, I can't tell if there's any comments or anything like that because I can't see them. It's being very strange right now. Oh, okay, so anyhow. We'll start with this. I'm not sure what I like as far as he goes for his ultimate unlimited form. So it'll look something like this. Oh, I forgot one thing. Save that. Dordle has one. I can use Dordle. So I have to take Dordle. He should have one. Is this it? Here, I need this symbol right here. Close Dordle out. Now, gotta close this out. So this is what he'd look like. They're typically a holographic. Oh no, did it not paste it in? Please tell me. There it is. This goes over this because this changes the rarity of it, and boom. Now, I kind of like that. It looks kind of cool, actually. So I'm gonna do it like this. I need your guys' help again. Which Ultimate Unlimited color looks better? I don't know how to do this. Let's start here. Let's start with, we'll call this orange. We'll use his eyes. So we got orange or red. Is that red? No, that's like an orange. That's orange. Okay. So it's just a lighter shade. Yellow. So here we are in yellow. Green. Blue. Like a blue green. Light blue. Dark blue. Purple. I forgot what Cooney's eyes are normally. His eyes are normally blue, so that's something else you want to consider too. Purple or like a pink color. Maybe a pole again. I think I can only fit 5 in there. I'll do another pole. This is the best way I can get it. Which it's called a Ultimate Unlimited, so we'll just type UU. Let's try orange. And I'll go back and show you guys these two. Purple. We'll just put a couple colors in here. We're not going to do blue because he already has blue eyes. We'll say green. And let's try it. Oh, pink. I like the pink color. So we'll go with the pink color. Alright. So here's pink. So let me start here. This is pink. And there's purple. And this is green. And this is orange. Which one do you guys think? Orange. Let me show you again. Green. There's this green too. Oh, green. Purple. Or pink. I put a poll up. You guys tell me what color you think Cooney should be as an Ultimate Unlimited. This is for you as the player. I would like to know what you guys prefer. Now there is a butterfly that I did last night where it has like a rainbow color, so it does have different colors, and I'm actually going to do all 6 of those in the packs later. So we got our poll of orange, purple. If you need to see the colors again, I'll go through them. So here's pink, purple, green, and orange. Which color do you guys think looks best for the Ultimate Unlimited? Now, like I said, remember, this is the rarest card in the game. The Ultimate Unlimiteds are the absolute rarest cards you can possibly get in the game. So I have a poll up. Take your time if you guys have to. I'm not going to close a poll. I want you guys to be the ones to vote. Be the ones to make those decisions. I want you to be part of the community and join me in creating these and having an experience here. Because that's what this is about. It's about creating a community and building something awesome together. I do like the orange. The orange looks pretty cool, I think. The green, the orange and pink so far to me look the coolest. There's like a red too. I just noticed that. Oh, there's a red. Or it's like a pink. It's still like a pink. It's like a pink red. If you guys are on my Facebook chat, you can just type in the... Oh, what's up, broski? Didn't even see you there. Sorry, homie. Can't see the Facebook chat. If you guys are in the Facebook chat, just leave me a comment of which one you think. So I'm gonna go over these colors one more time. We have pink. Pink kind of looks cool. Kind of digging those colors. We got a purple. And I want to do this different too because sometimes shinies and like Pokemon are really hard to see and distinguish sometimes between each other. Me and my friend talked about this. That does happen, especially in the games where they're kind of hard to distinguish, like what is there. Oh, okay, so the polls did come up. So right now Cooney's a fighter because people voted in the poll for him to be a fighter. So we got purple, green, there's green, and then orange. The only thing I don't like about the orange is the action roll is kind of hard to see. So I do have to keep that in mind. The green looks okay. You can see the action roll. The pink does too because the pink shows a blue action roll and then the purple has a green action. I kind of like the green or the pink eye. And this is the purple looks cool with this green actually. I might go purple. I think I make it look like that. What you think, broski? You're in the chat. Anybody in the chat here, like I said, leave a comment of what color you think this should be. This will be the last thing I do tonight too, and then I'm getting off after this. I mean, if not, I guess I just gotta pick purple. I have no votes on YouTube yet. I'm gonna go with purple, guys. I'm gonna go with purple. Cooney's gonna have a purple color. And that's what he would look like. And he looks pretty sick, except for this right here. This should not be above the holographic. I don't know why that's there. Alright, so there we go. We have Cooney, guys. We now have a brand new card made. Ultimate Unlimited form. When he's not Ultimate Unlimited, go to his normal form. There's only one problem with this thing right here. This shouldn't be right here. I have to figure out where this is really quick. I'm gonna put this right here. I think this is it right here. No, that's not. It's an edge layer. I don't know where this is at now. I have no idea. It's because I, like a dum-dum, I should have labeled these. Wow. I really screwed this one up. Oh. I see. I see now. This has to go all the way back up. So, there we go. So he's going to have this hue and saturation. And then his normal card form looks like that. I feel like, though, I'm missing one last thing, and it is the box. And there we go. That is how we got it. So now it's normal. And there we go. This is his regular. And if you take that off, put this on, Go back to the top, put the white layer on, and then turn the hue and saturation. There is his ultimate unlimited. Looks pretty sick, actually. So we're gonna go with that. And that is it, guys. We have created now another card, number 14, Cooney, for the Monquest Trading Card Game. We now have 14 Mon cards in the game. This is pretty awesome. Let me save my work here. And that is it, guys. So I will be back on, and we'll be back to create some more Mons, do some more things. Thanks for all the voting and the polls on YouTube there. I appreciate it. And that's it. And I will catch you guys later. I hope you have a good night.